Hello, my name's Isaiah, and I'm going to be interviewing the people for the In-N-Out roller coaster, so let's get started. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Julie, and I like photography and art, and I like working at school a lot.
Alright, and how did you help with this project?
But I built some of the tracks and the loop, and I helped with holding the board a lot of the time, and some of the decorating.
Okay, and did you have any problems with any colleagues?
No.
Okay, and were there any errors in this project?
Yeah, there were a lot. Trying to get the twist was really hard, and the marble kept falling and stopping in a lot of places, and well, yeah, there was just a lot of errors.
And last question, if you could change anything of the roller coaster, what would it be?
Probably the way it looks, because I don't think it's very pretty, but I mean it works really good, and that's the best part. It's really unique and stuff, but I would probably decorate it a little bit more.
Alright, awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be our next interviewer, and same name, Isaiah, and I'm going to be interviewing all of the people for the In-N-Out roller coaster. So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Josh Martinez, and I've always been interested in knowing how computers work and knowing how video games are put together and all things like that.
And how did you help with this project?
So I help by making some of the tracks and supporting them so that way they wouldn't fall on themselves, and then I also made a little funnel with the track inside of it. I had to make sure that ran smoothly, and that took a while. So, but I accomplished it.
Alright, and were there any, like, conflicts with other people in this project?
Yeah, so I don't want to name anyone, but there was some people who told me that I broke the funnel too much because the funnel's at the very end of the roller coaster. And it did not, like, every time I put the marble down it worked just fine. But, like, every time everyone else did it, it just didn't work. I don't know why, but it was probably just the angle that it was being held at. And that was an issue, and it was, took a while to figure it out.
And how did you help with that? How did you help work that out with the colleagues?
So I helped doing that by, I tried to kind of move the track inside the funnel a little bit to see if that worked, and I tried to move the string that's holding the funnel straight at a perfect angle so that way it went through every time. And that was kind of difficult to do.
Alright, and were there any errors in this project?
Yes, there were some errors. There was a lot of places where the marble just got stuck, and sometimes it got stuck there, sometimes it didn't. It was just random, and it seemed like every time we fixed an error, like 10 more would come, and that was a problem. And I think we fixed most of them, and it works pretty good right now.
And if you could change anything in this project or the coaster, what would it be?
I'd probably just make it look a lot better. It looks very messy right now. Yeah, because we had a lot of errors, so we had to tear a lot of stuff down and put a lot of stuff back up. So I'd probably make it look nicer next time.
Alright, awesome. Thank you, Josh. Yep, good day.
Alright, so, hi, my name is Josh Martinez. I'm going to be asking you some questions for the interview. So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Hello, my name's Isaiah. I like photography, videography, more normal, just typical teenage stuff like video games, skateboarding, normal typical teenage stuff.
Cool. And what gave you the idea to come up with the In-N-Out design?
What gave me the idea of the In-N-Out design is if you take a look at all the other coasters, like if I come get one real quick, if I come like right over here and say I get this one, right? You can see it's all front side, but no back. But with ours, we have a whole other thing. So I always like trying to be unique, right? And keeping my stuff unique. So what I was thinking of is when we were brainstorming, I was like, oh, how could we do this different? I asked if we could extend the board, and Miss Vasquez said no. So then we did the in and out idea. She said yes, she hasn't seen it in 20 years. And just think about how cool it would be if there was just one wall, right? And you're riding on the roller coaster, and you're turning a curve, and you can't see what's going on. Like you think you'll be going into a wall, but it goes out and then in.
Cool. And so how did you help out with this project?
I helped out with this project by making most of the tracks, came out with the name and the ideas, the blueprints, mainly all that.
And did you have any difficulties working with any colleagues?
There was some, one of our people threw a duct tape at our coaster, right?
Yeah.
And eventually we worked through it. We used collaboration and cooperation, the team skills.
And how did you overcome those issues?
We overcame that problem by just using collaboration and cooperation. By just collaboration, we used all each other just to help each other, and cooperation, we just didn't act up or anything.
Cool. And if you could change anything on the roller coaster, what would you change?
If I could change anything on the roller coaster, it would definitely be the looks, but also the looks. Actually, I like the looks though at the same time, because there you could see all the errors we made with it. But yeah. I definitely probably would change the looks.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Just fine, but it gets stuck right here, and it has to be angled the correct way in order for it to work.
Huh. Very interesting. And you were also saying in the interview how the funnel breaks a lot?
Yeah, well, a lot of times we've come back to school the next day and it was broken or it was hanging or one of the strings came off, and a lot of tape was coming off.
Would you ever have an accusation of anyone breaking it on accident or anything, would you say?
It kind of seemed like people were messing with it, so we had to put it in a room so no one could touch it. And that one time actually we came back and it was still broken. So we're still trying to reinforce it a little bit.
Definitely. Is it okay if I come take a look in here in the back?
Yeah, sure, it's fine.
Got the very interesting in and out design of Isaiah's. Okay. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, sure. Alright, can you tell me what you're doing right now?
Right now, I'm trying to fix the funnel as Josh was trying to do. Because it definitely has a lot of errors in it. Breaks a lot, and I wouldn't say anyone's messing with it or anything, but we have came sometimes and seen kids mess with our roller coasters a lot, and they'll just touch it wrong. Our roller coaster, the hardest part about it is very fragile. And if one thing goes wrong with it, it kind of breaks the whole coaster. So that's the hard part of the coaster. So just trying to fix it, just going through some trials. If you want to come take a look back here, you could, ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. See, there we go. I got another air right here, and definitely gonna have to fix that later. And there we have it again. It fell off of the coaster, and see what I mean by if some errors happen, it gets messed up pretty bad. And that's gonna be it. Alright, Jaden, so can you explain to me the whole coaster design?
Yes, I can. So this right here is where we start off. This is our initial drop. We start the marble here, and this is where we drop it. We chose tubing because, one, it keeps the marble in there if it hits a high speed so it doesn't fly out. After our drop, we hit our twist, quote unquote, because it's not real. At first, we tried to make an actual twist. We did not have enough speed from our initial drop to make the twist an actual twist. So it's an illusion of the twist. Kind of goes up, doesn't really go in a full 360 like a twist. After the twist, it goes down and hits our turn in the back of the board, which is the reason it's called the in and out, because it goes out and back in. After this turn, it comes back to the front and hits our track that goes down to our loop. We tried putting our loop upright, but like our twist, we did not have enough speed for it to go all the way around, so we put it sideways. Rolls around, then it comes out, and it hits down here, where it goes to the back of the board again. We have a lot of cardboard there because the marble would fall out, and how small it would fit into our turn gap and fall and stay. Okay, so we have this cardboard here at our turn, so that the marble wouldn't get stuck in the corner because of how small it was. We go down this path. We did not have enough cardstock, right? Correct? Cardstock?
Yeah.
Cardstock, so we had to use card sheet. This is where we hit our loop. It goes right back to the front after it falls in there, after our first initial little gap. Oh, crap, it's tape though. Well, so this is our loop. We have track inside it to add more detail, get more points, and it also looks better. So our loop is supposed to work. It would go around and fall into a cup, and that's how our coaster ended. But this loop, for some reason, did not like to work. Every time we tried it, it would get stuck either about
Every time?
here. 99% of the time, it would get stuck here, or it would not go through and just stop up here. But that is how a roller coaster works. This is the in and out.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so for the math on our coaster, we had to measure the distance from beginning to end. So how we did that was our drop, and then our twist, and pretty much the in and out. And then we had the track, and then it came back in, right? And then we just had the rest of the coaster with the twist and all of that stuff mainly, right? So after that, we got string, and say this is our string right here. We went all through the coaster, so measured this, came back out, measured this and this, and that is what we got, and we measured it in centimeters. So what we did then is we had to find the displacement, and Josh is going to teach you guys that.
Okay, so we got 62 centimeters squared plus 97 centimeters squared. And then what we did, so we squared those numbers, and then we got
3,844
plus 9,409
centimeters.
and then that equals what is that? 13,253
centimeters. Welcome to the documentary on ramen. They got messed up this fast, guys. Video games and just main like teenager stuff.
Cool. And what gave you the idea to come up with the in and out design for the roller coaster?
What gave me the idea was that I was thinking how anything else could be different, because everyone else's is like on the what is it called, front boards, and if you look at ours, it's completely different. It's in and out.
Oh my god, I screwed up again.
Why'd you say that? I would have just kept you laughing.
No, it wasn't that.
What are you laughing at?
It's just right there. Jesus.
Stop. He laughed. Did you see that? He laughed. Go. Josh. Josh. I'm serious.
I don't know what I'm laughing